I'm going to do a video here on how to strum, at least how I strum, and it's not. I'm not saying it's the right way, just how I do it, which works for me. And there's some other guys that pick this way too. One thing, I hold the pick. I don't hold it when I strum a chord. I don't hold it like some beginners will just take the pick because they're new and stuff, and they'll just drag the whole thing, going like this with it. So that would be in a weird spot holding it. I have the pick where it's like part of my finger. I don't know if you can see that. Like an extension of my finger. I don't have it down like this. I just hold it like it's a part of my finger. And that helps me to, and I pinch up on the pick quite a bit. I know a lot of beginners will have it back like this and they're clicking, and so I hold it like that. And when I strum, like on a downstroke, I'm hitting the side, the bottom side of the pick, not just flat across. So a lot of that bottom is good. Doesn't sound like a it's a lot smoother when you're dragging it across the strings. And a lot of things I do, if it's something slow, most of the time I keep an eighth note rhythm with my wrist. If I'm going, that rocking, which I see other players doing that. I think the reason I do it is it helps me stay in time, so I'm not just going. Alright, the other thing I do for individual notes, I'm doing that same thing. If I'm doing a downstroke, I'm holding the pick like this. I'm hitting the top part on downstrokes. If I have the pick, I'm going just the side of it, not the flat of it. And then the upstroke is the bottom half. And I kind of just drag it across there. Instead of just going, say if I did a pentatonic, A pentatonic minor, just scale it and play it with the flat part going. And then if I do the little, where I'm dragging it, just get a little more edge, get that going. Sometimes the picks get worn out, you get a real kind of a nice little scratchy edge sound to it. And I talked about this on another video, and I forget which one it was. It's one of those blues rock ones. If I'm going to a single note, say if I'm going, sometimes I'll just hold that note, but sometimes I'll do this. I go, and it makes the note last a little longer. It's a quick little pull off. And say if I'm on the 4th string, 7th fret, I'll hit that note, I'm doing a little vibrato, and I'm pulling off a real quick pull off, and I stop it. Real slow. I don't do it all the time, but it adds a neat effect. And the other thing I'll do what they call a gliss. I'll go into a note instead of like, say if I'm on the 2nd string, 8th fret, instead of just going, I'll mute and hit a couple strings muted before I hit the note, like. I'm going. But when you do it fast, it doesn't sound like you're just going. So I'm going. Oops. So you get those. When I'm doing that, a lot of times the top of my index finger on the nail is hitting it too. That's why my index fingernail is always worn off on that bottom side. Even in chords, a lot of times I'll feel the top of my finger. And one other one is, actually that thing I called it a gliss. It could be a gliss, but I've seen it called a rake too one. Another way of doing this, which I saw it called a gliss or a rake, if I just hit the 12th, first string 12th fret, I'll mute all of them with these fingers with my left hand and go, and then hit the note. You get that. That usually works really good on the first string because you get it. You don't have to worry. You just drag and you're gonna hit the. You know where you're gonna hit instead of like in the middle strings. Well, I don't know what that was. All right, thanks.